Hello, my name is Sydney, and today I thought I would go on a little bit of a rant. Everybody has, some pet peeves, things that irritate them to no end, that tick them off, that piss them off. And today I am here to talk about 10 things that grind my gears. And yes, that is a Family Guy reference for any of you guys who watch that show out there. Number 1. Misting rain. You ever walk outside when it's raining, but it's not really raining, it's just like a kind of mist in the air? And I really hate that because I'm always trying to figure out, okay, do I put my umbrella up or not? And then nobody else has their umbrella up, but the hair cannot get wet like that, so I'm gonna need the umbrella, but at the same time the mist still gets under the umbrella, and I'm just like, what am I supposed to do? Like, either be rain or don't precipitate. You know what I mean? Just like all or nothing. Number 2, when I'm looking up an article online, but instead of everything being on one page, I have to click through like 20 pages of a slideshow, and I'm just like, I don't care enough about this. Like, oftentimes I will not even read the article because I don't feel like clicking through 100 pages of a slideshow. Like, are you kidding me? Just put everything on one page. There's a website and it allows you the option to either view it all in one page or view it as a slideshow, and I'm like, yes, this is what we need, the freedom of choice. Some articles will, it'll be telling you one thing, like, here's this one thing that you should know about. Just one. It's not a whole list of stuff. And yet somehow they will divide that over 5 pages by putting these little stupid blocks of text that really don't say anything on the first few pages, so that way you have to click all the way through to the end to find out what the big reveal is. And I'm just like, stop yanking my chain. Come on now. Number 3. Speaking of yanking my chain, mechanics. Car mechanics who, not all car mechanics, but in my experience, yes, all car mechanics, who yank your chain, you know? I don't know a whole lot about cars, and they seem to know that, because then they'll tell me that something is broken. Oh, it's going to cost you $500, $600, $700 to fix. I'm like, I don't have that kind of money to just be throwing around like that on things that may or may not be broken. Okay, let me tell you a little bit of a story. My car registration, or whatever the yellow sticker on the front of your car is, that has like the month and the year. Again, I don't know a whole bunch about this stuff. That expired in January. So in January, I went to my local mechanic to just get the general inspection done, to make sure everything was good to go. Slap a new sticker on there, I'll be good for the next year. But no, they're like, oh, your ball joint is loose. And I'm like, what the heck is a ball joint? And it turns out it's the little thing on your tire that makes it go like, you know, sideways like that, and it's not supposed to go sideways like that. And apparently mine was loose and it wasn't going sideways like that while I was driving. I feel like that would be the kind of thing that I notice. You know, I don't know, but they were basically just like, if you don't get it fixed, your car tire is going to fly off in the middle of while you're driving. And I'm like, okay, obviously that would suck. And they're using this fear tactic, fear mongering, to try to get you to fork up $600. And I was like, okay, I'm going to need the weekend to think about this before I just slap down $600. Of course, the mechanics, they put a new sticker on my thing that basically said my inspection was rejected temporarily. And so of course I couldn't just go to another mechanic and be like, hey, give me my inspection, you know? Basically, if I didn't get the ball joint done, I couldn't pass my inspection, and therefore I couldn't drive my car. So that was just really, or as Ross would do, you know, that's just how I was feeling. Like, long story short, I did end up paying the whatever $600 to get the ball joint inspected, and I'm still not happy about it. A few months later, when I was out of the country, my mom took my car in to get an oil change, literally just to get the oil changed. And the people were like, oh, your ball joint is loose. I'm like, we just spent $600 getting this thing fixed, not even like 5 or 6 months ago, and already they're trying to tell me that it's still loose. And so we went back to the other people who did it, and they were like, oh no, it's fine. And so it's just like, look, what the heck is going on? Moral of the story, I guess, is, you know, get a good friend who's a mechanic who won't yank your chain like that. Number 4, when my phone autocorrects the word you to toy or though. And I'm just like, okay, when have I ever texted the word toy or though? And it's not the whole word though, it's THO. And I'm just like I text the word you so often that I'm just trying to figure out, how are these other words your go-to? But it happened every single time I texted the word you. And I'm just like, and it really just pisses me off to the point that I actually removed both the word toy and though from my dictionary. So since then the problem has been fixed, but it was just like, for too long I had to deal with this. Number 5, when people put disclaimers in YouTube videos about their opinions. And just a little disclaimer, these are all my opinions, I don't want to offend anybody. And I'm just like, okay, I understand that there are always those people in the comments who will be like, you suck for not liking this thing that I also like, or whatever. But it still just irritates me every time when I see that that they even have to go and disclaim that. People, not everybody's going to like the same thing. Get over it, okay? Like, what's the big deal? Number 6, I'm a reader. So, you know, every time I go to the bookstore and I see a book is blocking another book on the shelf, that always ticks me off. I always have to put the book somewhere where it's not blocking another book. Then I feel like the book that's being blocked is not getting the attention it deserves. Like, how many people completely missed it because this other book was blocking it? Number 7, people who mispronounce the word turquoise as turquoise. And yes, I did say mispronounce, because turquoise, are you kidding me? Really? Turquoise is my favorite color. It's a beautiful thing, okay? Like the ocean, the sky, you know, flowers. Every now and then I'll hear somebody say turquoise. Turquoise. Wise? That is not wise of you to say turquoise. That's not I don't know if this is one of those tomato words. I guess it would be a different thing if it was somebody, if they had like an accent, they're from another country and that's how they pronounce the word turquoise there. That's not a big deal. But if you happen to have like an American accent, every other word is pronounced with the American accent, and then all of a sudden you drop that turquoise in there, I'm just like, okay, you're just being pretentious now. You're making me into George Costanza complaining about other people being pretentious. Number 8, automatic flush toilets. I hate automatic flush toilets. They never flush when you need them to, and they always flush when you don't want them to yet. Like, I'm still sitting on the toilet. Why are you flushing? That's disgusting. I don't want, and then they're always like splashing up stuff. Oh, that's so gross. I prefer the standard, I will flush it myself toilet, okay? In the public bathroom, I will just kick my foot on the handle to flush the toilet. I don't touch that with my hand. And it's fine. I've got long legs, they can reach. We're good. Now, automatic paper towel dispensers, that's where it's at. Automatic sinks, that's where it's at. Automatic soap dispensers, that's where it's at. But automatic flush toilets, I just feel weird about having a flush toilet because I'm like, is there a camera in there that's watching me? How does it know when to flush? Okay, is it based on movements? Well, how much of the movement is it seeing? Because that seems like an invasion of privacy. So I am not down with that. Number 9, bugs anywhere near me. It's disgusting. I hate bugs. I hate them so much. They're gross. They're always in your face. Gnats. Oh my gosh. Flies. And that buzzing sound. Oh my god. It's disgusting. Especially like spiders. Sometimes they'll just like drop down from the ceiling like right in front of me, and I'll just like freak out because spiders, do not come near me with that. I don't. Every time I think of it, I have to like do this like chill, because like let's move on. And number 10, my biggest pet peeve, when people do not cover their mouths when they cough or sneeze. Like, is it so hard? Is it really just so hard? The entire time I was at college, nobody wanted to cover their mouths, and we're trapped in this classroom like we're in a jail cell or in a cage or something, and these people are just like, are you kidding me? How hard is it to just go like this and not like this, okay? Because this, unless you go to hug somebody, this is not a big deal, okay? Or like in a tissue, or like at least wash your hands or some sanitizer afterwards. But when we're in a small classroom, do not go coughing and sneezing without covering your mouth, because germs be spreading, people spreading their germs. Don't do it. Cover your mouth. It's not that hard. All right. I can't tell if I feel better now that I've gotten all that off my chest, or if I just feel ramped up. You know, a little bit of both. You know, it's nice to just divulge, just rant about the things that drive me nuts. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Down below, I want to know something that grinds your gears. Give this video a like, hit subscribe, and I will see you next time. Toodaloo.